Right now, Quadrin Wilson testifies in the trial involving a DCI agent who opened fire on him 2 years ago. Hear what he remembers about that shooting. Plus, a push to expand a service to help those suffering from behavioral health crises. And former President Donald Trump learns the latest in 2 New York court cases against him. The rulings judges made today in those cases. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Thanks for joining us. Eric is off this week. The trial of DCI agent Mark Wagner entered its second week, and today the man he shot more than 2 years ago as part of a drug investigation took the stand to testify against him. Quadrin Wilson was wanted on drug charges in February of 2022 when Wagner opened fire on him during an arrest attempt. Wagner is charged with endangering the public when he began shooting at Wilson as part of an arrest operation. Today, Wilson took the stand to give his side of the story, sharing what happened after he was shot.
He was just on top of me. He was just like, if you move, don't move, or I don't even want to repeat this.
Was that once the officers got inside the vehicle?
Yeah, he was like, he's hit, like it wasn't nothing or something like.
Wilson was sentenced to 3 years in prison after being convicted on 2 drug-related charges. Wagner's trial is ongoing, and it is scheduled to last until the end of the week. Madison police are still searching for a person of interest involved in a shooting over the weekend. Early yesterday morning, police say someone shot a man on Gorham Street near State Street. The victim survived but was rushed to a local hospital. Police say it was a targeted act of violence. Officers blocked off the scene for nearly 4 hours. Police have not released a description of the person they're looking for. Anyone with information on the shooting is asked to call the Madison Area Crime Stoppers. The phone number is on your screen, 608-266-6014. New tonight, a Texas man has died after becoming stuck while cleaning a water tank in Trempealeau County. Authorities say 30-year-old Carlos Medina of El Paso died Saturday after getting stuck in the City of Blair's water tank. He was cleaning the tank with a 90-foot tube to remove sediment. Co-workers reported him saying he was cold. They believe he may have gotten hypothermic and lost his strength. Medina got tangled in the tube he was using to clean the pipe. First responders were able to get his body out of the tank, but he was pronounced dead on the scene. The death has been ruled an accident by the sheriff's office. A 6-year-old boy remains in the hospital 9 days after being involved in an ATV crash in Muscoday. The child is in critical but stable condition after the March 16th crash, where the ATV he was on crashed into a trailer being pulled by a pickup. He was sitting in front of a male driver on that vehicle. The driver, his father, was released from the hospital but received several citations, including operating an ATV without a valid license and operating an ATV in a careless manner. Neither the man nor the boy was wearing helmets. Well, lots of rain tonight across southern Wisconsin, which will continue overnight. The sun is days from returning, but with it comes some cooler temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with what you need to know in his first warn forecast. Hi, Alex.
Hey there, Charlotte. Yeah, all valid statements there. Plenty of rain. I saw the image behind you on the roads there around the Yahara River. Not an easy go across parts of southern Wisconsin. The rain's coming down at a pretty decent clip. We see all of Dane County here with plenty of green out there. There's some areas that things are coming down a bit on the heavier side. Our friends down towards Janesville, down near Emerald Grove, seeing a few of those rain showers a bit on the heavier side. Not going to rule out a clap or two of thunder tonight as this rain moves from southwest to northeast. But notice the big cutoff in rainfall off towards the south and towards the west. We will see that fill back in a little bit later tonight across southwestern Wisconsin because we all need the rain showers. There you see that as we head towards the wee hours of the morning. Southwest Wisconsin seeing some more showers and maybe a clap or two of thunder moving into the area because we all need the raindrops. Hey, if you're someone like me, I'm not a fan of driving at nighttime, and I know when the rain comes down like this, that heavy rain can be kind of a pain to drive in as well. And also that glare at nighttime on the road, it's not pleasant. So just take it easy overnight tonight. And as Charlotte said, hey, our temperatures are going to be mild for one more day, but she said colder weather's on the way. Those 50s are going to be early in the day when those temperatures crash, and how cold we'll be by this time tomorrow night. I got those details in a few minutes.
Dane County wants to expand its CARES program to communities beyond Madison. CARES, standing for Community Alternative Response Emergency Services, are additional resources for nonviolent behavioral emergencies and crises in the community. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi is including $200,000 in his budget for cities and villages outside of Madison to apply.
We've worked with the city of Madison to look at what will be the most effective and doable way to start moving toward an expansion. And so this partnership between the county and the city and then our surrounding communities is a good first step.
CARES teams also refer individuals to appropriate treatment centers and services. Well, ahead of Wisconsin's presidential primary next Tuesday, the Justice Department is reiterating that threats made to election officials will be subject to prosecution. An Ohio man today was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for sending death threats to Arizona's former Secretary of State for certifying Joe Biden's 2020 presidential victory there over Donald Trump. The department formed a special task force to track down threats following the 2020 election. There are currently at least 7 federal cases in which out-of-state people have threatened elections officials just in Arizona.
Death threats are not debate. Death threats do not contribute to the marketplace of ideas. Death threats are not First Amendment protected speech.
The Justice Department says since the task force went into action, across the country, at least 20 people have been charged for making serious threats against election officials and workers. So far, 13 have been convicted. Tomorrow, the Supreme Court is set to hear oral arguments on whether the FDA was outside its authority when it made it easier for women to obtain the abortion pill mifepristone. A group called the Alliance for Hippocratic Medicine sued the FDA in the case. Other doctors and anti-abortion groups have joined in. Originally, they claimed the FDA should not have approved the drug, and now their attorneys are arguing that the agency allowed women easier access to mifepristone. Supporters of the abortion pill, including the American Medical Association, say the drug is extremely safe. Well, ahead of tomorrow's arguments, a new study finds requests for abortion pills surged after the reversal of Roe v. Wade. In the 6 months after the 2022 Dobbs decision, there were about 26,000 more self-managed medication abortions than previously expected. The new data suggests self-managed medication abortion may have made up a substantial part of that difference. Self-managed abortions typically happen outside the traditional healthcare system without the formal supervision of a doctor or nurse. Florida is officially tightening its laws on kids using social media. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill into law banning social media accounts for kids under the age of 14. Under the law, 15 and 16-year-olds in Florida can get social media accounts with parental consent. The bill gives parents a greater ability to protect their kids.
Internet's still wide open for kids. If they want to get on mom or dad's account to sell something, they can still do that. But we're not going to leave our kids totally defenseless and on their own against this very powerful, addictive technology that is destroying their lives.
The bill, set to go into effect on January 1st, is expected to face legal challenges from the tech industry. Federal authorities raided the Los Angeles home of rapper and record producer Sean Diddy Combs this afternoon in what we're told is a federal sex trafficking case. He had 2 homes searched, in fact, one in LA and another in Miami. Homeland Security experts say they've received allegations of him drugging women in multiple states. It is unknown if Combs was present during the raid. Shohei Ohtani is baseball's biggest superstar and says he has never bet on the game. Now, this comes after his former interpreter, Ippei Mizuhara, became wrapped up in a sports gambling scandal, admitting to stealing millions of dollars from Ohtani to place bets with a bookie. Ohtani spoke to the media today for the first time since news of this scandal broke.
嘘をついていたっていうのが、結論から言うとそういうことになります。
Just to kind of just go over the result, in conclusion, Ippei has been stealing money from my account and has told lies.
Mizuhara was fired last week as Ohtani's interpreter shortly after the Dodgers opened their season in Korea. Ohtani signed a record 10-year, $700 million contract with Los Angeles in the off-season, with the vast majority of that money deferred until after the contract expires. Major developments today in former President Donald Trump's legal battles in New York. On the civil side, he got a reprieve in the nearly $500 million bond that was due, but he was also dealt a blow during a hearing for his criminal hush money trial. Nicole Skanga shares what comes next.
Former President Trump spoke out after a judge dashed his hopes of further delaying his trial involving alleged hush money payments to former adult film star Stormy Daniels.
Well, I shouldn't have a trial. This is not a trial. This is not an act of criminality.
In a Manhattan courtroom, Judge Juan Merchan ruled jury selection will begin April 15th in the criminal case.
I would have no problem testifying. I didn't do anything wrong.
Trump's lawyers argued the trial should be delayed or dismissed because thousands of documents were improperly introduced this month. Judge Merchan rejected that, saying, "You are literally accusing the Manhattan DA's office of prosecutorial misconduct and trying to make me complicit in it, and you don't have a single case to cite?" Trump is accused of falsifying business records to cover up payments to Daniels, who claimed she had an affair with Trump.
We've never had a former president indicted like this. Then he's running for re-election, so that complicates things.
Also Monday, a New York appeals court ruled the more than $400 million bond Trump was to pay in a civil fraud trial can be reduced to $175 million, and Trump will have 10 extra days to hand it over.
My statements, my financial statements, were conservative. They were low, not high.
New York Attorney General Letitia James was preparing to collect if Trump couldn't pay and possibly seize some of his high-profile properties. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
More local stories are ahead at 10. The Madison Reading Project has been so successful, it's in need of another bus ahead of the summer. How it'll expand on its goal to get kids interested in reading when we come back.
The Honda you want is here, driving the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. The value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. You get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar.
Qualified lessees can get this Equinox for $269 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
on The Jennifer Hudson Show.
I've been, just trying to maintain being truthful on camera.
Gerard Carmichael opens up like never before. Plus, a young woman's mission to improve mental health.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
The Madison Reading Project needs your help in adding another bus full of books. A fundraising campaign is underway right now to buy a new big red bus, giving the group more room to bring books to kids across the city and Dane County. The Madison Junior League is helping them with that goal by making a $50,000 match donation. A new bus is needed. The current one has been on the road for 10 years now, and they need more space. Staff with the Reading Project say the bus brings excitement for young readers.
Being able to come on our bus and look at the wide variety of selection and really find that is really cool, and it's a really fun experience that we all get to have here as staff at Madison Reading Project.
The Reading Project hopes to have the new bus purchased and on the road by the end of May, just in time for summer. SSM Health St. Mary's in Janesville is celebrating a brand new addition to its cancer care center. The Hope Blooms Resource Space opened its doors today for anyone undergoing cancer treatment. That includes people who aren't receiving care at SSM Health. The resource space provides items that cancer patients can use, like wigs and wig styling appointments, and support materials like a resource guide, activity books, and novels. Well, the sun is setting on a beloved cherry blossom tree that's become a social media phenom. Crowds have been flocking to Washington, D.C. to see the misshapen tree nicknamed Stumpy before it is cut down later this spring, along with more than 100 other cherry trees. The National Park Service says it's part of a 3-year project to rebuild the seawalls around the tidal basin, which are crumbling due to daily flooding. The floodwater has also inundated trees in the area like Stumpy, killing them.
It sounded like just a cool, interesting tree and something that I wanted to come see before he gets removed for the restoration project.
Once we're finished, once the seawall's high enough and the water stays.
Officials say cuttings from Stumpy will be used to develop genetic matches that will be replanted when the repair project is complete. Now take a look at these shoe designs. These are Nike Air Force Ones, and they were designed and painted by 40 students in the Washington, D.C. area for the National Cherry Blossom Festival. That is why these shoes were designed with the theme of Let's Spring Together. These sneakers will be on display this weekend in our nation's capital before return to the student artist who painted them. Now, if you are a fan of Nike shoes like those Air Force Ones we just showed you, some of them may become more difficult to find. That's because Nike wants to slash supply of its Air Force Ones and Pegasus sneakers in order to boost demand. You see what's going on here? Nike's goal is to prevent discounting and make room for its newer lines. Discounting has become a big problem for the sports apparel giant. Growth has slowed for some of its products, and stores have been promoting the shoes to clear inventory. Well, from shoes that have no color to a celebration, it's all about color. Millions of Indians today are celebrating the Hindu Holi Festival with colorful powders, festive music, and plenty of food and drink. Celebrated at the start of spring, Holi holds a mythological importance associated with Hindu deities. The event draws handfuls of tourists each year, but it is also celebrated by Hindus worldwide. Well, back here in the U.S., 2 weeks from much of the Midwest will be in the path of totality of the next solar eclipse, and that includes us here in the Madison area. So if you want to safely view the eclipse, Group Health Cooperative of South Central Wisconsin is here to help you. It is giving away 4,000 pairs of free glasses, because you need these glasses in order to watch this. And it's clinics, and it's going to be at its clinics from now until the eclipse. All you have to do is just go in and just ask for one. Not wearing these special glasses while viewing the eclipse can absolutely damage your eyes. To see a full list of locations where you can get a pair, just look for this story on channel3000.com. Well, we're not sure what the forecast will look exactly like in the next 2 weeks, but even if there are clouds, you'll be able to tell that it's darker. Here's Alex with another check of your forecast.
Hey there, Charlotte. Yeah, and we no doubt are going to be tracking the clouds day by day as we get closer to the total eclipse. Very mild, though, tonight, so we've got plenty of clouds out there tonight and staying wet through Tuesday, so clouds on your Tuesday. No clouds by the time we get to Wednesday, but that will mean it will be colder across the area. Planning the rest of your night tonight, this is what you're going to wake up to on your Tuesday morning. Upper 40s to lower 50s. That's our normal high temperatures for this time of year, but it will be short-lived because we're going to cool down on your Tuesday as well. Lots of green across Dane County, maybe a little bit of a heavier batch of showers down towards Belleville as these stream from south to north across the area. Taking a little trip down towards Monroe here. Our friends had a heavier shower just a little bit before I stepped out here. That has since moved off towards the north and towards the east. Showers are widespread out towards Jefferson. Our friends out towards Fort Atkinson. If you have any travel along 18 off to the east or down on 12 towards the southeast, it's going to be windshield wiper time and going at a pretty good clip as well. Sharp cutoff to the rainfall off to the west here. Our friends in southwestern Wisconsin, although I do expect this to fill in a little bit according to Future Track. As we go into the wee hours of your Tuesday morning, a couple showers, maybe a few more thunderstorms developing. There you see that a little bit more widespread over portions of southwestern Wisconsin. Waking up here in Madison, maybe a break in the precipitation before more showers and one more band of isolated thunderstorms moves through the area. Notice this kink right here. We have winds coming out of the west, lining up from Mineral Point to Lone Rock to Camp Douglas at noon. That's the cold front. Behind the cold front, the winds are really going to roar in from the west, and that's going to bring rain showers, maybe flipping over to a snow shower by the time you join us tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, and much colder temperatures too. A little bit down here in the overall precipitation amounts, 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. I wish this were more appreciable. We need the drops. I get it. Grew up on a farm west of Madison, so any drop is a good drop, though. So there's the optimist coming here from Alex. Again, temperatures on your Tuesday warm. We'll get into the lower 50s, but watch what happens here. Those low 50s will be in the early afternoon, and by the time you join us for Live at 4, our temperatures are already down to 43 degrees with those west winds, as I mentioned before, coming in, ushering in those colder temperatures to southern Wisconsin. After this weather event, I've upped our totals just a little bit as we head out towards Friday and Saturday and heading out towards Easter Sunday. We could be looking at some more precipitation in the forecast. Bottom line is showers and thunderstorms tonight. The thunderstorm threat isolated. Temperatures fall Tuesday afternoon behind that cold front in a cold but sunny Wednesday. I will promise you, as you see here in the 7 to 10 day forecast, there's the breezy conditions on Wednesday. 48 on Thursday, then we warm up a bit as we head towards Easter weekend. But with that, we'll trade in some shower chances. And as we head out into early next week, more shower chances. We'll be right back, folks.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
America, it's a 24/7 kind of place. And that's where Ford Escape comes in, the ultimate getaway vehicle. With available driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, and Bliss with cross-traffic alert to help you get away from it all, even when you're right in the middle of it. You got this with Ford Escape. Choose FlexBuy on Escape with 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Brighten your space with Sylvania TrueWave LED bulbs. TrueWave mimics natural sunlight and features superior dimming control, helping you see and feel better. Right now, get $10 instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $40 or more. Transform your space with Tarkett Invitation Laminate Flooring. It's durable, stylish, and easy to install. On sale for $119 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When you donate furniture, cabinets, and appliances to Habitat Restore, you make an impact on neighbors in your community. Profits generated from Restore sales help provide safe and secure housing for hardworking families across Dane County. Donate to make a difference today.
This week at Hy-Vee, get ham for the same price as in 2005. That's the same price as nearly 20 years ago. just $1.49 a pound. Get Cook's Super Trim ham portions for just $1.49 a pound. That's right, just $1.49 a pound. Plus other great deals on everything you need for Easter. All week long, only at Hy-Vee.
Bet you didn't see that. Or that. But if you were an Atlas with front assist and could detect things in 0.02 seconds, you'd see every scene hidden in this commercial. Let's slow it down and see. Huh, it's a man walking his dogs and a woman walking her dinosaurs? 0.02 seconds. It's quicker than the blink of an eye. The Atlas with front assist. Hop in. It's a VW. Get 1.9% APR financing or a $3,000 customer bonus on a new 2024 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport during the Volkswagen 75th anniversary event.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they square off with the Pelicans on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch Giannis and the Bucks fly into NOLA to zap Zion and the soaring Pelicans. It's Dame time in the Big Easy. Bucks, Pelicans on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Thursday, March 28th at 7 on Television Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Badger women's basketball team opening its own postseason play with the WNIT tournament, traveling to face Southern Indiana. And it wasn't pretty early for the Badgers. They trailed by as much as 19 points, but in the fourth quarter, a late comeback fueled by Sarah Williams' 24 points. And Ronnie Porter's 19 points put the Badgers ahead for good. They upset the Screaming Eagles 67-62. Badgers face Illinois State in the next round Thursday night at 6 p.m. at the Kohl Center. Meanwhile, the NCAA tournament continues this week on CBS. Starting on Thursday at 6:09 will be Clemson versus Arizona, followed by Alabama versus North Carolina. Then on Friday at 6:09, my Marquette Golden Eagles take on NC State, followed by Duke versus Houston. The other 4 games airing, including those featuring Illinois and Purdue, will air on TBS and True TV. And speaking of Marquette, the team received quite a showing of support after a return to campus following the Golden Eagles' win over Colorado yesterday to advance to the Sweet 16. It's the first time since 2013 Marquette has made it this deep in the tournament. Well, March is the month of tournaments. The Wisconsin men's hockey team knows who they will face in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The Badgers will battle the defending national champions, the Quinnipiac Bobcats, on Friday. Now, if they win 2 games, they'd move on to the Frozen Four in St. Paul, Minnesota. Wisconsin finished the regular season on a bit of a sour note, losing against Ohio State in the Big Ten tournament. But Coach Mike Hastings says the energy heading into their first round matchup is exactly where you want to be.
The guys they've been really excited about, how can you not be? When you're one of 16 teams playing at this time of the year, it's a goal you have going all the way back to the summer. You want to take advantage of the opportunity that you have. And so their energy's been very good. They've been willing to put in the work.
Puck drops on Friday at 4:30 in Providence, Rhode Island. We'll be right back.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and 1 line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
Welcome to the Del Bar, a Wisconsin Dells supper club with a rich history spanning 81 years and 3 generations. We're known for our award-winning cuisine made with locally sourced ingredients. Experience our handcrafted cocktails and indulge in a one-of-a-kind dining experience. Our inviting restaurant is perfect for sharing love and laughter with friends and family. We're open daily at 4:30 p.m. Visit us today. The Del Bar, prime grade steaks and fresh seafood.
Washington has become corrupt. Career politicians sell themselves to special interests and end up working for them and not you. I've worked hard, been fortunate. I don't need their special interest money, and I won't take it. If you decide to elect me as your next senator, I'll donate my entire salary to a Wisconsin charity every year. I'm Eric Hovde. I can't be bought, and I'll put you and our country first. I approve this message.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Cardinal Songbird food, $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And 5 quarts of Blaine's Full Synthetic Motor Oil, $23.99. Just $20.99 for rewards members. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
A rookie stunt driver.
Again.
Will prove he's got what it takes in this year's most exciting Nissan sales event. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get a low $299 per month lease on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Chris Stanford, News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Tonight at The Late Show, the author of Reading the Constitution, Justice Stephen G. Breyer. The G stands for justice.
New tonight on CBS.
And Alex is back with a final check of the forecast.
Yes, raindrops, dropping down some of the raindrops across the area, 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Earlier tonight, we were looking at maybe 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch across the area. So a little bit less in the way in the rainfall department. But again, we'll take all those drops we can get. Quickly getting up to 51, then we turn a lot colder by the afternoon hours on your Tuesday. After this weather system, cold Wednesday. A little milder on Thursday, and then we're watching some shower chances with temperatures about where they should be for this time of year this weekend.
All right, thank you, Alex. And thank you all for joining us. Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.